Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our tarot card reading for Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. They're apparently engaged. I found all this out yesterday, so we're going to get into this card reading in just a minute. But first, I want you to go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. When you do this, you're going to get all your notifications for all your future tarot card readings. And if that sounds really good to you, just go ahead and hit subscribe and click the bell. We're just going to get right into things. So we're going to go over the astrology of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. I've done their reading before. We have done their reading here before. But we'll go over their stuff just a little bit further. Let's see. Okay, so Jennifer Lopez was born in New York, United States in 1969, July 24th. She is an actress. She's an American actress. She's a dancer, producer, singer, songwriter. She's became interested in pursuing a career in the entertainment industry following a minor role in the 1986 film My Little Girl, to the dismay of her Puerto Rican parents, who believed it was an unrealistic career route for a Hispanic. And we all remember her from Selena. That was kind of like when I first started seeing her, but she was also a fly girl. She is a sun sign, Leo. Moon sign is Scorpio. So some fire and water. All right, let's get on to his stuff. Let's see. Ben Affleck. August 15th, 1972 at 2:53 a.m. in the morning in the United States, Berkeley, California. Leo sun sign. That's right. They're double Leos. And then Scorpio. What? Moon. Wow. Okay. And his ascendant is Cancer. Okay. All right. Well, they're double Leo and double Scorpio. That's really weird. I had no idea. You're right. All right. Let's get into it. We're going to get into their reading. So they're double Leo, double Scorpio, which is really, really interesting to me. We're just going to get into their reading. I'm going to write down my timestamp. Hold on. Okay. So I'm just going to do the oracle reading first. This is just going to go over their current energy, just kind of seeing where they are vibing at, as well as just kind of getting into a place where we can use tarot to confirm that also. So we'll use our tarot cards to confirm that reading. Oh, all right, let's get into it. Find out their thoughts, their feelings towards each other. Obviously, they're very keen on each other because, that's right, they're engaged. Okay, one more card. Okay. All right, so currently they are at the door to romance. Obviously, this does not surprise you. She is definitely excited. She's excited for this new beginning, just kind of like a renew. She's being very positive, optimistic about the whole situation, even though there is a contract that they'll have to deal with, obviously, legality stuff. She could even be dealing with something legal-wise as far as something from the past, too. That's over on her end of things. His end of things, he's just like extremely happy. He feels very stable, very safe. And he's definitely at the door to romance as well as her. And this is just like a new welcoming, new beginning. It feels like they're like karmic. They kind of keep coming in and out of each other's lives, kind of probably repeat seeing each other because there's a teaching, there's a lesson here that you can learn from these people. It's like they reflect each other, which duh. Oh my God, this is so strange. Okay. All right, let's get into this tarot card reading. And we will confirm that oracle current energy with the tarot cards. Okay, this is really getting on my nerves. Stop falling. All right. Okay. We're going to get into it. We're going to find out how they are feeling about each other, how they think about each other, the actions they have towards one another, maybe find some strengths and weaknesses within the relationship as well. Okay. All right. We'll go from here. All right. We got our Seven of Pentacles. We've got the Sun, obviously. Obviously, I mean the Star. 10 of Wands and the Devils in reverse. And let's begin. Okay. So between the two of them, over on Ben's half of things, his thoughts are definitely that he feels like his burdens are really coming to an end, and the relationship between the two of them have really brought him full circle. These burdens were extremely undirected. They had no passion or ambition tied to them. A lot of it had to do with this habit or this obsession that he is no longer really dealing with. Not even not dealing with, it's always within his life and within him, but it's just something that he's not currently having to like wrangle or, tie down, make sure it doesn't, float off with your life. So he's feeling extremely free from that. He's free from burden, obsession. He feels very free from habit, but he's in a very, very healthy place, very zoned in. It's nice. It's good energy. There's nothing too terrible here. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to give you your reading. You paid for, or you did the donation for the personal, so we'll get into that right after I'm done here, okay? Over on her end, again, there is stability physically. She has a vision when it comes to her thoughts on the situation between the two of them, the relationship, the marriage, you name it, the path ahead, the path behind. But she's very indecisive when it comes to kind of getting into a place of where she's trying to figure out like what she wants as far as like aesthetic or like external things that are going to please her here. But physically it could be, I would say like definitely just wanting this to be extremely dependable, and the inspiration that she's feeling about the situation is beyond. She feels very balanced and inspired and ready to move forward as well. So that's super exciting. Again, she's just a little indecisive when it comes to anything dealing with support or, trying to not be overly critical of herself when she's working on this wedding, working on this relationship, or anything else in general. Okay, let's get into our actions from each other. All right, so she's got lots of movement towards him, obviously, in a very forever kind of vibe. So she's coming at him with, her wedding or her new engagement ring on, and she is ready. She's ready for this movement. She's ready for travel. She's ready for spiritually leveling up and conjoining forces. Over on this end of things, Ben's action towards her is just really guiding himself towards her with his own thoughts, inner voice. He's definitely trying to use a lot of the intuition when he brings the two of them together or when they come together, just kind of like considering all the love and the peace in the world possible. He's really just trying to stay on his A game. All right. What is their biggest weakness? Let's go with weakness. What's their biggest weakness in this relationship? Biggest weakness. And then we'll find out strength. All right, so their biggest weakness is that there's a little bit of immaturity when it comes to emotions with the two of them together. And it's almost as if like if they want to transform in their relationship, it's like they really have to just come to like some sort of like uniting, just really bringing things together, allowing any conflicts kind of like right away. But there's like an emotional immaturity that makes it so when they transition or they shift in their relationship, it's like very like heated. It's very it's not even insecure. It's not even like something that they're nervous about. It's literally like a hot mess. And it's because they're overly emotional, you know. But the world, I mean, the world revolves around the two of them at the moment. So it's not much that can really shift and make things scary at all for them. The strength is the progression. Chariot. This progression and this movement is pretty fierce. It's not too quick, I don't think, because you know they've been here, they've done this, but again, for some reason they're back together. But the strength here is that they are progressing this time. The movement, the energy, probably the thoughts and the talking, the chatter between the two of them is just showing each other that something is shifted this time. Something is a little bit different this time. Okay. Gosh dang it. All right, let's get a likely outcome. Oh, what? Oh, dear. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, likely outcome is that there could be a baby on the way, okay? Likely outcome is a new beginning, cups, having a baby, saying yes to a baby, maybe adoption, who knows. Emotionally, this is a new cycle. The connection is very fluid. So there's nothing really stopping them if they really wanted a baby. There's definitely some sort of fatherly energy here, definitely some likely outcome of really getting into a structured, disciplined place for Ben, hopefully, and really letting go of control for Jennifer Lopez. She's just going to let go of that control. Or attempt to, because that is in reverse. So that's lacking a little bit, but there's definitely some sort of call to find, you know, some sanity when it comes to her trying to control every fucking thing. And that's because that's her safety, you know, like that's what she does to make herself feel safe. Especially if she's in a place where she's wanting to have a baby. So you hear it here. Baby, I believe, will be coming after marriage. All right. That is all for Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please, and thank you. Click that bell, share, like, and follow. And also check out the video that does pop up at the end of this video. Check it out, share, like, and follow also. Okay. All right, let's get into your reading, Aaliyah. What kind of reading do you want? Do you have questions, or do you just have something general, love? Okay, so your ex is a Cancer. His sun is a Pisces, moon Capricorn. Moon Capricorn, okay. And he's 21. I'm a Cancer, sun, Virgo rising. He's giving you mixed signals. Okay. What's his name? Oh, man. Cancers. Moon rising. Moon Virgo. Virgo rising. Oh, I'm sure you two are wonderful to have a chat with. Oh, yeah. Okay. His name is Jose or Josie? Well, I'll tell you this from experience. If there's any confusion or anything that makes you question the clarity of a situation with a man, know that that's the answer, because they're very clear on what it is that they want, but they make us very confused on what it is that we think that we have, especially when they're trying to hold us on, put us on the back burner. You will always feel yourself on the back burner if you feel any confusion. That's called the back burner, or, you know, that's when we see a flag. Even asking about a red flag, then that means there's probably a flag. Okay. But yes, we will get into your reading. So you're just wanting some kind of clarity on the situation between the two of you. Maybe how he feels about you. Well, okay. How long were you together? And okay. All right. You broke up 2 months ago. And okay, so he's probably just keeping it kosher so work isn't weird. You know, guys don't want nothing to be uncomfortable for them, but they like to confuse the fuck out of us. But girls take any niceness from a guy, girls take it like they're in love with us. So it's just, I don't know, I understand the whole male and female, like the back and forthness, like why it's so confusing. It's like, I really wish we would have come with directions. Boy, be like, boy, I know I'm cute. I don't need you to come in here and tell me that shit. Believe we broke up, so you don't have the right to tell me that I am cute. Because, bitch, I know. Bitch, I know. Ugh. What he could have at least been honest about what it is that he wants and who he is, and it's fine. The OnlyFans is fine. Just make sure that when you get into relationships, you let each other know all that shit. I'm a dirty dog or I'm not. All right, I'm gonna get current energy from the both of you. Okay. Ooh, yeah, deceit. He's definitely got a little deceit in his energy. Let's see. Good Lord. So in order to grow or change, you just definitely don't want to be deceitful. You don't want to lie. You don't want to like hold things back because that's not going to help anybody, right? So currently he's just in a place where he's kind of holding back. There's a little bit of deceit. And as far as I feel like there's just like, it's just like lack of stability either way with this person because he has no energy that is stable. It's just like he's kind of all over the place, if that makes sense. And it's almost like it's coming from his belly or his stomach. Does that make sense? Like there's not like a whole lot holding him very strong. I don't know if something was going on in his past. I don't know if like maybe he had some issues going on in his childhood, but he's definitely not stable anyway. And there is deceit kind of written all over his current energy. As far as yours, you're definitely not dealing with it in a very great way because your current energy is that you're not resting, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not rejuvenating in this situation. And your movement should be the fuck out of there, but your movement is lacking. You're kind of holding back and you're not wanting to like open a new door to happiness, open a new door to, finding some sort of place in which you're going to get into healing. And in order to do that, you need to move away from the situation or at least get your energy back from him because you keep giving him your energy. Even thinking about him, you're putting it out there. You're allowing him to draw from your energy. So you have to quit fucking doing that. So we need to, after this, you need to say to yourself, I am too good for this motherfucker. That's all. Moving the fuck on. Okay. I do love to do a good relationship reading, but the women, we need to know. We are superheroes. Okay. I'm just going to say that. So you really need to believe in yourself and have these standards for yourself that you don't get fucked around. No one fucks around with me. I got to hold my energy, space, healing. All right, let's confirm this with tarot card. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was snowing today, so I don't feel that great, but I did put a little makeup on. Okay. Let's find out their thoughts and their feelings on you. Jose. Okay. That came up. Okay. Lack of communication. Again, this is confirming that stability or just like knowing or having a solution. It's just like his vision is not a vision of knowing anything. He literally, his thoughts is that he just doesn't, there's no support. He can't really get into a place where he's dependable. Definitely not dependable. When you were thinking about like doing anything with him or being with him or whatever it is, there's just no dependability. He's pretty passive when it comes to like any kind of like solution or information also. Yeah. Guys they're gonna tell on themselves, they're gonna talk shit about themselves just to make it like so that they look like, you know, the hero in like where you down your own self. But that's just like gross too. It's like, come on now, get on out of here. All right. So his feelings on the situation is he is youthful. He is young. The communication for this person is not very good in general. He's just not like a great communicator. He's not clearing anything up. And when it comes to his feelings for you, he's just not willing to learn how to be in a place where you are. Does that make sense? So when he thinks about feeling for you, or when he thinks about how he feels in general for you and him or your relationship, he's not willing to learn. That's not good. If you ain't even willing to learn how to like clear things up, have a conversation, be in a fair place, you know, be determined to be in this relationship with me, then we got a problem. Okay. And that's hence why you broke up. That's definitely why y'all broke up. This motherfucker. And he's pretty violent. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think he's very aggressive, if not abusive. So I think you already know that though. And I think he's probably in a place where conflict is his game and unfair is something he don't give a shit about. And he is childish and a dickhead. Yes. Okay. So his intentions though is to come off like he's, you know, using his rational mind. He's trying to come off like he's very logical and he's here to clear things up and make sense of things. And what, like when he's calling you cute or whatever, that's not communicating. That's barking. And let's eliminate all that. Just be like, you know, if it ain't about the job, you know, don't talk to me. But the intentions, he has no intentions to actually be in a place where he's not confusing you. His quality of mind is lacking. Right. And, you know, we should never say that in a relationship. Well, it was good this time. Well, it was great for a week. It was wonderful for, 2 days. We had this. No, like apparently people have great years together without aggression and violence. Like people do. Like, I don't know what that looks like because I've never been in a relationship where it wasn't fucking weird or chaotic. And that's why, I'm single. I'm not dating because I literally choose people who I bring, I don't have the tools to be in a relationship yet with somebody who is healthy. Because if I got into a relationship, it'll always be with something that mirrors the past, So it's just all about healing yourself. And that's, a great way to start is to work on yourself, love you. Like, I'm really enjoying the weekends alone all of a sudden. Like, I've cried less and less and less because of my healing. But I'll tell you what, it would take a lot. It would take a great person for me to go out on a date right now. I promise you. So you need to get into that mindset. You need to get into a mindset of like, if it's uncomfortable alone, you should probably sit there and feel that out. Hold on. Oh, dropped a card. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Let's get into what it is that your thoughts. Excuse me. I've been sick. I'm not a smoker. All right. Let's find out your thoughts on the situation as well as how you feel about Jose. You have lots of anxiety when you're thinking about the situation or when you're thinking about him in general. You have a lot of anxiety, and you have communicated that you're trying to be very fair in the situation and really just like use your knowledge. You're trying to use your power as best as you can. But quite honestly, when it comes to your feelings, you still have a lot of passion for him. You still have a lot of drive for him, but it might just be that. It might just be like where you're in a place where you're kind of addicted to the chemicals that secrete in your body when you're around this person. So you're like wanting to be around them all the time, but it's like, were they really that great? How many dates they take you on? Was he boring? Was he exciting? Was he even funny? Because like a lot of times these dudes are not even funny. They just have the D game, or they got a lot of money. But did he even take you and do stuff with you? Like, you have to think about these things. Am I in love with somebody, or am I addicted to a chemical that secretes in my body when I'm around them? And now I'm not around them, and now I'm upset. And so now you're withdrawing from that person. Essentially, you would be the leader of the pack when it comes to, your feels on the situation. Your feelings are kind of like leading you here. Let's find out your actions towards him. Yeah, you want to stay in the relationship. You want to bring a relationship to him. You want to find cooperation. You want to get into a place where he would consider romance once again. So if you're thinking that he is thinking about you like that again, or if he says something and you're like, oh, he likes me, no, we're actually just projecting the things that we think about that person onto them so that we feel better. No, he's not it. And good fucking thing. Say, see ya, gone. Because you don't need that shit. Like, you don't need that shit in your life. But the relationship wants, and instead of that, putting that into someone who don't want it, you need to put it into yourself, because this would be a good time for you to explore healing. Okay? Let's get last couple cards on what Jose wants. And we'll get into a likely outcome, okay? The worst things is have to say stuff like this, but sometimes we need to hear it. All right. Okay. Okay, so the support isn't going to be there. This is not something that is, this isn't like, luck is not on your side on this one. Karmically, he's having to deal with something else, okay? And karmically, or path, or whatever this is, spiritually, universally, whatever you want to like believe in, or whatever you hold on to, you really need to understand that your path is moving somewhere else. So move with it. Don't resist it, because it's going to add to the non-closure of the situation. It's really going to put you into a place where you are just completely overthinking and overly indulgent. You might even spend too much money or go eat too much cheesecake or whatever the fuck. But don't be adding the poundage because of him. Don't be adding, to the negative account because you're upset. Find fulfillment with love and emotion, but do it within yourself. It is a good time for you to explore. The likely outcome here for you is to move towards that exploration of trying to heal, okay? And it's, again, the simplest things. The moment you feel uncomfortable alone, sit there and just acknowledge how you feel. Get to know yourself, ride or die with you, because you got to go all the way to the end with yourself, not with Jose. Because Jose's over here looking like a hot mess. Jose's over here overly or way too repressed emotionally. He's trying to find some sort of a passion, and he's trying to kind of like bring things up or reinvent stuff. He could even be trying to reinvent himself. But this guy has no, but the audacity of him not wanting you. But that's only because he's got his own demons he's got to call to. You know what I mean? This is definitely, let me find a couple more cards here on your likely outcome. This is definitely not something that is being done to you because the universe is trying to be an asshole. It's literally for your own good. Okay. Okay. So the likely outcome is there's a knowing here about the deceit and the lies and the energy that runs its course around this person and your relationship. And yes, it feels unfair. It feels uncomfortable. It feels very odd. And the communication for it feels sparing, feels like lacking. Yeah. The movement, there will be no movement towards any kind of comfort in this relationship. So likely outcome is that the fulfillment that you're vying for is something that is in the inside of you or in your new boyfriend. But this Jose is played out. He's played out. Not you, honey. You ain't played out. He played out. So likely outcome is that, yeah, like even if you guys were to have a, you know, a tussle or whatever, it's just wasting your energy. You're wasting your time, especially when it comes to like him saying certain things. Just let those things be words. Don't allow those things to mean anything. Don't put attachment onto the things that he says, because what he said, you know, before he said, oh, I don't have an OnlyFans account or whatever. And then he did. You know what I mean? So don't put any kind of beautiful value on his words after he's already lied to you, you know? So this liar needs to get bent and you need to move on, girlfriend. Move on, move on. I'm sorry that reading was not like, I wish they'd become in Prince Charmings, but honey, like we are the heroes. It's on the end. Go on the inside. We are the fucking heroes. The heroes of our own selves. Nobody's going to love you the way that you'll love you. Okay? Yeah, you tell Jose I said hi. Tell him to go get bent. So yeah, my tarot reader, and then you'll sound crazy. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. And don't forget to take care of yourself. Take a hot bubble bath, get a massage, get your toes did, have a little girl time, get a steak and some fries and a milkshake and watch some TV, girl. You will feel so much better. That's better than Jose has ever done. And still be that girl that you try to be when you're in the relationship, because we miss that. We miss that about ourselves. We try to be our best self when we're around others, and we literally lose that when we get in breakups. So don't lose that, okay? You're okay. Well, get yourself a salad or whatever y'all eat. Lettuce, romaine, super yummy. Get into it. Eat it. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming in and checking in with the Ben and Jen reading. I just did a personal reading, so I'm going to close out. Please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please, and thank you. Also, click the bell so you do not miss any of your future tarot card readings here at Hangman. Again, my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot, and I hope that you all have an amazing Sunday. We'll see you later, Aaliyah. Bye.